Can I go from couch potato to running 5K in 9 weeks? Let's find out. So why couch to 5K? Short answer, I'm unfit. Long answer, been called skinny most of my life, still am, but there is nothing behind it. I can barely do 10 air squats. I can't do a push-up. I can't do a pull-up. There is just no strength behind my muscles. There's no strength. So couch to 5K is kind of like the kickoff to try to start getting into better shape. There's just so many things that I want to do. I want to go hiking, cycling, do some obstacle courses, keep up with my students, and every time something physical comes along, I can barely keep up and I'm embarrassed. I want to be in better shape. So that's why couch to 5K. That's why I'm doing it. So before we get into it, here's a few specifications. For the C25K app, I chose one called Just Run, which is essentially just that. The app kind of talks to you through the workout and times it out for you. It doesn't track anything, doesn't really give me any feedback, which is fine. I was looking for something free. To track my runs, I'm using Strava, which apparently is the thing that everybody uses, and it works well with my smartwatch. I'm going to be running 3 times a week, and the runs get increasingly more difficult and longer. I have no idea if I can run for a minute straight, but I guess we'll find out. Here we go. Every Friday I look at the workouts I'm gonna have to do the next week and I'm like, how am I gonna do that? That's impossible. And then I come out on Monday and I crush it. Today is Sunday, which means it's a non-running day, and I just felt like doing something. I mean, one thing that I've noticed since starting this running thing is that on days when I'm not running, I want to be active. Go figure, being active makes you want to be active. I'm lucky enough to have this trail near my house. It's about 2.5 kilometers long. It's not too long, but when you get to the end, it has an amazing view. I'm going to show you in 3, 2, 1. So I'm about to start my first workout of the 4th week, and I'm a little concerned because my knee is sore, but it's not sore from running. I just ran into the corner of my coffee table last night, so it's really sore. It's probably gonna have a bruise, but let's do it anyways. I just finished my run and every part of my body is moist. It is so disgusting out here. Ugh. Looks like my training is about to ramp up from here. So from now on, I no longer get walking breaks. We're focusing only on running for a solid 20 minutes at least. That's gonna be interesting. What did I do today? Oh, nothing much, you know, just run for 20 minutes solid. Yes. I feel awesome. I've done a lot of fitness challenges in the past, and usually I last about a month and then, I don't know, life takes over. But this one, every morning, I'm genuinely excited to go for a run. It just feels so rewarding. You do your run in the morning, and then no matter what your day looks like, you feel like you were productive because at least you did a run. I feel awesome. Coming at you with a voiceover here to talk about things I've learned so far. So number one, you've probably noticed that I wear this shirt a lot. You don't need 10,000 different outfits. Just pick a few that you really like and stick with them. Second thing is that as much as I love her, my dog can't keep up when we go on runs. This was a really short one, but as you can see, her little legs can barely keep up. Another thing that I've done throughout this challenge is I tend to run the same route every time because that way it's way easier to measure your progress. You can kind of say, oh, I made it past that one tree today. From time to time, I'll go run in other places just to mix things up, but for the most part, I kept running the exact same course. What's great about running is you don't need much to get started. You need a pair of running shoes, you need shorts, a shirt, and you're ready to go. Everything else is really optional. Although it's not necessary, I really enjoy having a smartwatch to keep track of my heart rate, my distance, all that jazz, and I don't have to carry around a phone with me at all times. That being said, I think the best option for women, if you want to bring your phone with you, is to get those leggings that have like a side pocket, because I tried running with a running belt and it was so annoying. Today was the last run of week 6, which means I have 3 weeks left. I'm about to leave on vacation tomorrow, and I can't wait to show you where I'm gonna get to run. Week 7 was terrible. I traveled quite a bit this week and my stomach's been weird. And to top it all off, we have a horrible heat wave. We're in mid-August and it's plus 40 today. Why? I'm not even gonna look at the pace of my run today. It was so slow. I'm gonna go sit in my air-conditioned house now and do nothing for the rest of the day. Week 8 is gonna be better. It's gotta be. Week 8 is done and I'm feeling awesome. Hanging out in my car today because my dog is getting her hair cut. I just went for a run about an hour ago and it was so nice to run in normal weather. It's the first day that it isn't a million degrees outside. If you're like me, when you start a new hobby, you sort of go overboard and spend every waking moment of your life researching and reading everything about it, which of course is what I did with running. And I recently found out about something called Fartlek, and I know it sounds really funny, but it's basically just an interval training that you can do that's very loose. So while I'm running, I'll just kind of decide, okay, from this tree to this tree, I'm gonna go a little faster. And then I pick up my pace for that tree to tree distance, and then I slow down. And then I do that a couple of times throughout my run. And obviously, because I've done that, my pace has improved. So I feel like I'm making progress, but with my so this week, week 8, I did 5-minute walking warm-up, 28 minutes of running, and then a 5-minute cool down. And even with that, I'm only just over 4 kilometers. So if I want to run a 5K, I really have to step it up a notch. So next week, the final week, I'm running for 30 solid minutes, and we'll see where that gets me as far as my distance. Next week is going to be a challenge because I'm starting school again, which means that my days are going to be long. They're just PD days, so it's not so bad. I don't have any students yet, but my schedule is starting to get back to normal. And on top of that, my mom is getting married next weekend, so there's a lot going on my last week of this training program. So I'm really hoping that I stick with it and get those 3 runs in before I run my official 5K run. Kilometer. Halfway and feeling like I'm dying. Let's go. 4 kilometers. I'm feeling a little better than I did when I was halfway, but like things are starting to hurt, like my hips and my back, but I'm gonna make it. Well, I did it. When I first started this challenge 2 months ago, my main goal was to just be able to run 5 kilometers, and I did that yesterday with a time of 41 minutes and 48 seconds, which leaves a lot of room for improvement. But the main point is that I did it. I didn't walk, I ran the whole time. Now that I'm at the end of the challenge, I want to talk a little bit about the changes that I've noticed throughout this 2 months. So as far as physical changes go, I didn't weigh myself before at the beginning of this because losing weight wasn't really a goal, but I did notice some physical changes. My calves got a lot bigger, like I actually have defined calf muscles now instead of toothpick legs, and there's a lot less cottage cheese in places. I'm not going to go into more detail. As far as other changes go, I feel like day to day I have more energy to be active, and running is very meditative. It's nice to just run and think about everything and nothing at the same time. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Making this video has been a lot of fun and has held me accountable on those days where I really didn't want to go for a run. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'd be happy to answer them. So now it's your turn. Go out there and do a Couch to 5K program and let me know how it goes.